Ah, lento eh,
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Just 1 minute. Let me check if it is. Ramesh sir, just check if it is also streaming live. I'm not able to check if it is.
No, it's coming. It's live. If I'm not wrong, YouTube live.
Yes, but then on the channel it is not. I'm not able to see it.
Okay.
Just 1 minute. Yes. Ramesh sir, just check if it is also. I think it is live there, Ramesh sir.
Yes, sir. It is showing waiting. Waiting for you to start.
Sir, it's showing waiting
Now
only.
it is live.
Just 1 minute. Yes.
Sir, now it is live, sir.
Great. Excellent. So we'll start, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Namaskar. We are yet again here with another our session on knowledge series, and this time our focus will be on other head of income, that is income from other sources. And in the continuation, again we have our eminent resource person Dr. Nishikant Jha with us today as well. And today he is going to discuss further about income tax, and today's topic is overview of income from other sources. I will invite Prathamesh sir to introduce Nishikant Jha sir to our learners. Prathamesh sir.
Thank you, sir. Sure. A very good evening to one and all present over here. Now, today we just don't have an academician with us. Instead, we also have a strategic planner, a researcher, a competent professional, and a UG and PG approved professor who is also MPhil and PhD guide by University of Mumbai and having rich teaching experience of more than 20 years. Not just in teaching, research, but also in administrative works. He has 4 patents under IPR by Government of India to his credit, and 1 certificate of grant patent under IP Australia by Government of Australia. Sir is presently working as a Vice Principal Commerce and Head of the Department for Accounting and Finance Department in Thakur College of Science and Commerce. To his professional qualifications, he has completed CA, CS, he is a CFA, CFP, and also a CIMA professional. He is also working as a board of study member for BCom, Accounting and Finance for University of Mumbai. He actually has received multiple awards for his outstanding contribution in the field of education. But to name a few, he has received Maharashtra Guru Gaurav Award 1617 by Global Human Research and Welfare Society and College Times Thane, and also a Maharashtra State Exemplary Teacher Award 1718 for again his outstanding contribution in the field of education by KNDMB. So it is a great privilege and honor for us today to have you back as a guest speaker, sir, in our knowledge series session on direct tax and overview of IFOS. So I heartily welcome you on behalf of Parle Tilak Vidyalaya Association's Mulund College of Commerce, Accountancy Department. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Prathamesh sir. Over to Nishikant Jha sir.
Thank you, Nikhil sir. There are little corrections on my credential, so I'm just CMA, cost accountant, nothing else. Yes, I had a rich experience of teaching these all in national and international professional courses, including CFA, CMAs, CIMA, etc. Let us directly go into the matters of today's. Can I share my screen, sir? Yeah. Is it visible to you all?
Not presently, sir. Not presently.
No, sir.
Now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It will be my request, like last time we had
Sir, yeah. So we are just once we are opened, yes, we can see the slide, the first slide, and I think now we will start with income from other sources, right? You can see PPT.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. But
yes, great.
as it is going online, So let me do all this disclaimer because due to some technical issue and some IT rules, it should not create either problem to your institute or to my institute or University of Mumbai, where which all we are representing. So this is the disclaimer. Whatever the discussion we will be having in today's session, it is my personal opinion, what experience I had in my teaching learning, uh, uh, you know, um, career. Same thing I'm just sharing with you all, and all the facts and figures. Their resource material has been already mentioned below the your PPT and slide. Then I think last session also we had a discussion, and today also it is very important that we should learn the different heads of income first, because heads of income has been classified into 5 different categories, like salary income, uh, which is for which it is required that we should have employer-employee relationship. Then house property income, for which it is required that there should be house, residential house, and you should be the owner. Consistency of income is not required. Similarly, which is discussed under section 22 to 25. 28 to 44 talks about income from uh, business and profession, for which we should have, this is the format, because today we'll be dealing with other sources. So we should know rest all other heads. Because if your income is not falling under any of these heads, like salary or house property or business and profession or capital gain, which we have discussed during last session, then only it will fall under income from other sources as a fifth head of income, which is given by Income Tax Act 1961 and Income Tax Rule 1962, which is a finance act every year. So this is the format of salary, what we talk about. Then house property, as I told you, it deals under section 22 to 25, and the computation will be done like this. You have to get the gross annual value and the net annual value, and these are the deductions. Then business and professions are dealt under section 28 to 44 of Income Tax Act. And these are the format of computation of income from business or profession. Capital gain we have discussed, which is there under section 45 to 55 in detail during last lecture. If possible, if you have not gone through, please go through the e-content or e-material or YouTube, which is available for you guys to refer. And if you have any doubt, please follow the proper channel. We'll be in a position to give you the feedback or your queries, answers as and when it is required. And the last head of income, which is there in Income Tax Act, is income from other sources. So as you have seen that in salary, in section 15 to 17, the employer-employee relationship, consistency of income, these were required. For house property, house and ownership of house was required. For business and profession, 28 to 44, you should have a motive to earn profit. Or profession, like you should have certain extraordinary skill or degree which allows you to earn income in your hand. Similarly, for capital gain, there should be a capital asset, and the asset should be transferred during previous year. And due to those transfer of asset, transfer of ownership, you have, gain, you have created any profit that will fall under income from capital gain, which is dealt under section 45 to 55 of Income Tax Act. If any income which is not fall under above 4 will by default is going to fall under income from other sources, which is dealt under section 56 to 59 of Income Tax Act. Now you may wonder, sir, which kind of income uh, is feasible and possible, which is not covered under above four heads, which is broader in context. So what we can visualize, it is either salary, or we can visualize it is business income. But my dear learner, there are many other income which is to be considered as income from other sources. You'll find like dividend income. When you are getting it from any company, there is no employer-employee relationship, there is no house, there is no business. So you'll find none of above characteristics of other four heads of income is falling for this particular income. In such cases, it will covered under income from other sources, which is explained under Section 56 of Income Tax Act. Similarly, income from lotteries or crossword puzzle or horse race, etc., or any income which is from welfare scheme or interest on securities or income from machinery, like income from house, we can say that income from house property, but income from machinery, income from furniture, okay, if it is given on let out basis or higher basis, it will be definitely fall under income from other sources. Now, the second part, which is very, very vital and important for us when we discuss about income from other sources, when we talk about uh, what kind of deductions will be applicable for income from other sources. So, Section 57 talks about the deductions of Income Tax Act. If any expenditure which are incurred to earn those income from other sources, by default, it will be considered as allowable deduction under Section 57. Just now, I told you that you have given machinery or plant on higher basis or rental basis, but to depreciation charge there or to operate those plant, if you are incurring fuel charges, these are allowable deduction under Section 57 when we compute income from other sources. Or if there was income from securities, but to invest on those securities, if I have bought a loan from bank and I'm paying interest to that, that will also be allowable as a deduction under Section 57. So these are the quite a few expenses which is in connection to earn those income will be allowed as a income as a deduction for income from other sources. Repairs, renovation, recurring costed, premium uh, or depreciation allowed, etc., etc. Here, one thing which is very crucial and very important for us to learn for pension received by legal hires. If suppose on behalf of spouse and you are getting the pension, that means there is no employer-employee relationship between you and the employer from whom you are getting the pension. In such cases, 15,000 or one third of the pension received, whichever is lower, will be deductible under Section 57. Remaining will be taxable as income from other sources. Okay. Then Section 58 talks about a certain deduction which is not allowed as a deduction. If suppose there is any personal expenses, or if the expenses incurred by for any other SSC, or any interest which has been paid outside India without TDS. So such cases, if the payment is made more than 20,000 without cross check. So in such cases, even though any total expenses or any direct tax paid or any expenditure, suppose if you are winning a lottery and you started playing lottery from age 8 and you will claim all lottery costs from 8 to till today, such things will not be allowable as a deduction under Section 58 of income tax when it comes to computation of income from other sources. So let us do few questions. And apart from this, yes, when we talks about income from other sources, you please be very much aware about exemptions, because there are quite a few income which will covered under exemption under section 10 of Income Tax Act, and that will be fully exempted income. Suppose income from agriculture, or as a member you are getting share of HUF, or share of partnership firm, and so on and so forth. So all these exemptions which we have learned earlier also of section 10 will very much applicable for computation of income from other sources. And if it fall under there, it will be deductible. Suppose LIC maturity amount you are getting, or any RPF, PPF you are getting, then also it will be exempted under section 10, different subsection of Income Tax Act, and subsequently it will not be taxable in hand of SSC. Similarly, as I told, the very first item as dividend. If it is dividend from Indian company, it will not be allowable as a deduction. Rather, it will be exempted under section 10, subsection 34 of Income Tax Act, and that will not be chargeable as income from other sources. So when we learn income from other sources, we should have thorough knowledge of section 10, section 10 to section 55, salary, house property, because then only you can classify it. Okay. Uh, 22 to 25, business and profession, 28 to 44, which we have dealt earlier, or capital gain, which talks which is there in section 45 to 55 of Income Tax Act. So as we have seen section 56, which talks about income, section 57, which talks about deduction, section 58, which talks about deduction which is not allowed. Now let us do few illustrations. It will be then easier for you to understand how the computation of income from other sources can be done easily in the exam. Uh, is this screen is visible? Because now I have shifted from PPT to the textbook.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is.
Okay, thank you. So as I told you, a few things which is very important for us before heading towards computation of income from other sources, which is there under section 56 to 59. First and foremost, you should know all these heads of income. Then only you can say that if it is not fall under any of these heads, will be going to fall under income from other sources. Then it should not fall under exempted income. Okay. Then if it is there as a exempted income, as I have discussed just now, then also it will not be chargeable or taxable. And third, which is very important, any other head, if such kind of income is fall under, then by default it will not fall under income from other sources. So 56 we have dealt, 57 also we have dealt, 58 also we have discussed. Now let us go directly few illustrations of other sources. This is the format. Again, the format will remain constant. These are few of other sources income like director fees, royalty received, examination fees, examination ship fee. Suppose if we are getting from college, then it will be salary income. But if I'm getting from university or any other university or from any other college, then it will be income from other sources. Agriculture income, salary of MP, MLA, etc., etc. Family pension, I told you, you have to be very careful about it. Either 1/3 or 15,000, whichever is less. Any kind of share security income is income from other sources. Casual non-recurring income is income from other sources. So this is one example which is given. Mr. Narsimham, who is a managing director of Hindustan Food Product Private Limited, and for 31st March, this incomes are given. Uh, we need to compute income from other sources. So let us see one by one. Director board meeting fees, of course, income from other sources. Interest on FD with State Bank of India. In spite of director, if it would have been salary, then it will be income from salary, not as a income from other sources. Interest on FD with State Bank is income from other sources. As there is, again, we will check the criteria whether it is employer-employer relationship. We say no, because bank and Mr. Narasimha has no employer-employee relationship. There is no landlord-tenant relationship. There is no uh, client and businessman, or client or professional relationship, and there is no any capital asset. So by default, it will fall under income from other sources. Honorarium for writing an article on money in the newspaper, income from other sources. Dividend. I mean, now this is Indian dividend. So here the question of section 10 will come. So it will be, of course, income from other sources, but it will be exempted income. Commission on underwriting share is fully taxable as income from other sources. So this four income will be chargeable, whereas one income will not be chargeable as income from other sources. Again, the format will remain constant. Previous year, assessment year, residential status, name of SSC. And again, as we did, as you have rightly say here, this is exempted under section 1034. Rest all you add together, it will be your taxable income from other sources. I hope things are very simple, very easy for all of us to understand. And uh, when it comes for examination point of view, honestly speaking, income from other sources, there will be very less chances direct question on this. But yes, there will be 200% chances that other head should have income from other sources, like salary should have income from other sources, or business and profession should have other sources, or house property should have other sources, or capital gain should have other sources. So ऐसे क्वेश्चन डेफिनेटली आपके एग्जाम में एक्सपेक्टेड हैं, एग्जामिनर सेट भी करते हैं. मुंबई यूनिवर्सिटी में आप पिछले पास पेपर्स को देखने जाओगे तो आपको क्वेश्चंस मिलेंगे वेयर द इनकम शुड बी मिनिमम फ्रॉम टू हेड. तो एक हेड जो आपका मेन हेड है, सैलरी, एंड सब्सिक्वेंट हेड में उन लोग अदर सोर्सेस मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम पूछते हैं. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम दे आर आस्किंग. बट ऐसा नहीं है कि अदर सोर्सेस में लेंदी क्वेश्चन कैन नॉट बी सेट. आगे मैं दिखाता हूँ, बड़े बड़े क्वेश्चंस भी आ सकते हैं. बट आज अगर आप मुंबई यूनिवर्सिटी का ट्रेंड देखेंगे, then it is always advisable, or you can see the past papers, you will get an idea that with salary they have asked, with house property they have asked, with business and profession they have asked, as one or two items of income from, or four items or five items of income from other sources. And then we can, or it might be possible that there will be three head also. Okay, like salary with capital gain and other sources. That kind of question can also be feasible and possible when you expect your question in examination of semester 5. Similarly, if you'll see the next question of Mr. Vivek, he has also given you details. Now, received 10,000 an award from Mahatma Phule Krishi Vikas Mandal Institute of Public Interest Government. So government award, again, section 10 will be exempted. Examiner fees, income from other sources. Salary. Now this salary will be income from salary. Professional tax will be computation as income from salary. So it will be salary, and this will be deduction under section 16.3, as just now I was talking, and recently in second question only we got this kind of experience where along with the other sources they have given one item of salary. So it is purely covered under income from salary, and this deduction will be applicable under section 16.3 as a deduction, and uh, then whatever the total will come will be taxable income from salary. Again, royalty is income from other sources, 100%. Received HUF, just now you have said income from other sources, but it will be exempted under section 10(2) and 10(2)(a) if it is partner. So yes, you must have seen award fully exempted under section 10(17)(a). Examiner fees is fully taxable as income from other sources. Royalty again fully taxable income from other sources. HUF 10(2) and partnership profit 10(2)(a). So only two items. Salary has not been asked because their question was total taxable income from other sources. So they had neglected this item as taxable item. Otherwise, subsequently, it would have been chargeable as income from salary. But in this solution, you'll find they have not considered it. Why? Because the examiner is asking only income from other sources, not total taxable income. I hope things are clear to you all. If it would have been total or gross total income, then I would have considered salary income also, uh, which would have been 13,000 per month. So for 12 months, it will be 13,500 multiplied by 12. So 1,62,000 and minus 16 3 professional tax 1,440. So the taxable income from salary it would have been 1,60,560 rupees. So likewise, if it would have been in spite of total taxable income from other sources, if it would have been only total taxable income, then I would have taken salary income also. Salary income as 1,60,560 rupees, whereas other sources income as 54,500. So if I'll take the total at 54,500, so my total taxable income would have been 2,15,060 rupees. Total gross total income would have been 2,15,060 rupees. Now let us do a few more illustrations. So Mr. Monashi, heart specialist, of course, then she's a doctor. Sorry, he is a doctor. Uh, and he provides the following detail for 31st March 2023. Interest on FD, again, income from other sources. Now here, see, consultancy and visiting fees will not be income from other sources. As he's a doctor, so it will be comes under income from business and profession. Okay. He paid 50 rupees for charging this interest, fully allowed as a deduction under section 57 to earn this income. So my taxable income will be 12,200 rupees. 50 rupees will be allowed as a deduction under section 57 of Income Tax Act, because that expenditure has been incurred to earn this other sources income. Winning from lotteries, entirely income from other sources. Interest on PPF, just now I was talking to you all, will be exempted income. Interest on national saving certificate, again, will be income from other sources. So you have seen, like I was telling you, only 12,200 will be taxable. But again, here also I feel they have asked only income from other sources. So here also they have neglected this income. Otherwise, alternatively, if it would have been total taxable income, then I would have taken other sources plus this together to get the gross total income. So section 57, whatever the expenses we have incurred to earn that income will be allowed as a deduction. Lottery is fully taxable. Uh, PPF exempted under section 10, 11, NSE fully taxable. So 30,000 is income, taxable income from other sources. Similarly, 35,000 taxable income from profession. So total taxable income here for uh, the SSC will be 65,000. Now see the third question, Mr. Akshay, rented house in Gokul Dham. Again, the rent is given for 12,000 as annual rent, but half of the property is subletted. Now see, again, rating out or letting out the property, house property is income from house property. But if the tenant is again subletting those property, then again the basic feature which is classifying them as a income from house property is not fulfilling. So he is not the owner. So if it is subletted, then those subletted areas income will be considered as income from other sources. So actually speaking, the annual rent is for entire property, house property is 12,000, half. So 6,000 uh, there will be expenditure. Against that 6,000 is earning how much? 750 per month. 750 per month manje 750 into 12. 9,000. So he is earning an income of 9,000. He is making an expenditure of 6,000. So his taxable income from other sources will be 3,000. Apart from that, he has following other income also, like interest on post office saving, 1015 exempted, PPF exempted, fixed deposit fully taxable as income from other sources, NSE income from other sources. He has win the crossword puzzle, income from other sources, but dividend from Indian companies again exempted under section 1034. So that's what I was telling you all, that when you are computing an income from other sources, it is very, very important for you all to have the knowledge of other heads of income like salary, house property, business profession, capital gain. And at the same time, you should also aware about all the exemption which is available under section 10 of Income Tax Act, so that you can avail those exempted benefit, and deductions will be applicable, and then finally whatever will be taxability of income will be covered under income from other sources. Same thing is happening here also for SSC, Mr. Akshay. So again, this format will remain constant for all heads of computation, including uh, computation of total income or tax liability. So you have seen that I have given you this answer uh, by our calculation only. So subletting of property, he is incurring, he is earning an income of 12,000 and is incurring a deduction of 9,000. So 3,000 will be taxable income from other sources. Post office saving bank, I told you it is exempted income. PPF, again exempted income. But fixed deposit with Bank of India, taxable income of other sources. NSC, taxable income. Winning from crossword puzzle, taxable income. But dividend is again exempted income. So if you'll add all these three, you'll find other sources income is 35,000. So with this, we can easily, compute only few things which we need to remember, recollect when it comes under income from other sources, that it should not fall under any other heads of income. It should not fall under exempted income of section 10, or it should not be any kind of personal expenditure, or it should not be any kind of capital expenditure, so on and so forth. And if they have asked only other sources, we will focus only as a income from other sources. But if they have asked total income, then whatever the other sources we got, or we have seen in earlier illustration that they had income from profession, we will add these two heads, or income from salary, we'll add the income from salary also, and we'll get the gross total income for such assets. Now, again, this is, as I told you, it's not always that very small kind of question. There will be full length question also is feasible and possible for other sources, where they can ask and they can give you the deductions. So these are the income. To earn this income, Mr. Yashpal has making this kind of expenditure. Okay. So if such expenditure is covered under section 57, he will avail the benefit of those expenditure. And uh, after deducting those expenditure, whatever the taxable part will be there, will be taken as income from other sources. So this is ऐसा नहीं कि there is no feasibility or possibility to have questions, only small question and one or two heads, or one or two specific income of other heads. There might be full length question also, which is feasible and possible on other sources. Like here, I have given even lengthy question of other sources, which you can practice. And this all is available on my website. You can very much access. There is no any charges to have the access of these materials. I just wanted to bring to your kind notice that when it comes to Mumbai University question paper, then they will ask like this. In any of the heads, they will incorporate few items of other sources, and then they will ask you to compute gross total income or net taxable income, like that. अभी now this 2013 का question it is. Basics, HRA, ये सब salary है. अभी salary के साथ house property दे दिया. House property and salary, these two heads are there. Okay. Similarly here also, this is salary. Salary के साथ other sources they have given. So this is what I was referring to you all. So in university, most of the time, they have two heads of income. sometime there might be possibilities of more than two heads of income. So you have just now seen how they are, you know, again your salary with other sources they have asked. Again salary with other sources 2010. And of course, not only this, then when you will get the gross total income, this all is covered under deductions of section 80. So that also you have to keep in mind. So only gross total income will not serve the purpose. After gross total income, you have to take the deductions under section 80 and then only net taxable income. And if you are there in BAF or any other professional courses, then they may ask your taxable liability also, computation of taxable liability. So I hope for other sources, this much is more than sufficient. For other things, as I ask you to go to my website, you must be knowing my name as sir has said. So if you'll go to Google and put my name, the first page of Google is all mine. My books are available on even Flipkart or Amazon. And then if you'll go to the website, you'll see how effectively we are assisting the learners at large. Almost I am able to reach 21 lakhs. So it's a very good number within one and a half year or 2 years span of time. And if you'll go to book segment, you'll find I am updating the books on regular basis. So we'll go to direct taxation. If you'll download, as I told you, we have just now we were referring this book is available free of cost. So learner across the India with different age group, they are referring this and they asking me doubts also. And suppose if you have missed out the session also, you can go to my YouTube channel. There also this recorded session which I took during lockdown is available, but you have to search and then only you will get those sessions of taxation and you can do the references of that. So from my end, almost I have finished everything. Now, if you have any doubts, you feel you are free to ask. There are 10 minutes where I would like to, clear your doubts if at all you have. These are, I think, other sources may, I feel it is more than sufficient rather than wasting much of time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We
But
have,
what I really
thoroughly-
like is that you went
thoroughly-
into detail, sir. Is there, I think, network issue with Nishikant sir's end? Nishikant sir, are you there?
Maybe, sir. Even I can see his screen being stuck.
Yes, yes. But he has covered, I think, extensively. And I also liked how he went into different examples for each and every possible case. Because in income from other sources, because it is a residual head, sundry head, you cannot then pinpoint exactly which will be income from other source by definition. You will have to then put some different scenarios, case studies, and after that only we realize what is taxable under income from other sources. So I think that aspect Dr. Nishikant Jha has covered very well. So it is like a storytelling in that form, that what happens in this case and what happens in other case. So I think he has covered it thoroughly. And what I also like that how he has also added some tips for students who are pursuing BAF, BBI, etc. So that means, even anybody who accesses this particular video, it does not get restricted only up to BCom students. It also becomes useful for student pursuing other courses as well. So I think this is the added touch. Just like, when you add chaat masala on the bhel, it tastes different. I think that was the different flavor that sir used, which will make this session extra useful. I think I can hand over it to Felix sir for formal vote of thanks. Felix sir, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, one and all. It's my privilege to express a vote of thanks. Myself, Felix Anthony, on behalf of Department of Accountancy, Mulund College of Commerce, Autonomous. I extend a very hearty vote of thanks to the today's speaker, Dr. Nishikant Jha, sir, for delivering online lecture on income from other sources. Sir, we gave a deep insight into the today's topic. It definitely helped our students in their studies. I would like to thank our management, Parle Tilak Vidyalaya Association, for always supporting us. I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Sonali Pendekar ma'am, and vice principal, Dr. Shivadi Pawar sir, for the constant support to the Department of Accountancy. I am thankful to the Dr. Hiren Dhan sir for arranging the online lecture. Last but not least, I would like to express a special thanks to all the students who sincerely attended today's online lecture. Once again, thanks to everyone. Have a nice day. Thank you all.
Thank you, Felix sir. Thank you, Nishikant sir, for sparing your important, valuable time with us. We tried to have this session, especially when students were relatively free, so that they can access this session at their leisurely time. And I hope we will be able to see you in college very soon to interact with our students.
Thank you, Nikhil sir, for giving me this opportunity. And I'm also thankful to your higher authorities and all the technical team who have assisted us to reach out to the learners. And I hope there should not be any problem. If at all they do have any kind of issues, they should follow the proper channel through you. If it will come to me, definitely we will be in a position to clear their doubts. All the best for their exams, and happy Ganesh Chaturthi to all of you. Thank you.
Sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. With your permission, we will close the session, sir.